Team USA with all the stars just got exposed badly in one of the most insane basketball games I've ever seen. I travelled out to London to watch this game in person and get a look at Team USA, and I wasn't impressed. I expected to see a dominant USA performance showcasing one of the best teams ever assembled. Instead, I got to see a historic game where Team USA were fighting for their lives. This game should have never been close. Going into the game, South Sudan were 42-point underdogs. Betting companies weren't even offering a price on Team USA to win. This Team USA roster is worth billions, the most expensive basketball team ever. Let's compare that to South Sudan's roster. Only one South Sudan player is currently in the NBA. Only one player has been drafted. They have 0 first round picks, and it's not like any of these Sudanese players are playing in top leagues outside the NBA either. Only 2 players play in EuroLeague. Almost half of the roster plays between Libya, Finland, Israel and Lebanon. And by the way, before anyone makes an excuse for USA saying they didn't have KD, South Sudan were missing arguably their best player in Ball, who would have been one of the only current NBA players on the team. Speaking of Ball, let's take a listen to this disrespectful take from Paul Pierce.
I need to see what they look like though. Man, they probably ain't got nobody over 6'3".
Saying South Sudan won't have a player taller than 6'3" is one of the most stupid things I've ever heard on television, considering that of a possible 195 countries in the world, South Sudan is the tallest country, and the tallest player in NBA history is from South Sudan. That's Manute Bol. But enough on that, let's talk about the game. It started off all USA. First basket of the game, LeBron deceptively throws a casual pass to Embiid at the foul line, then suddenly cuts to the basket and throws it down following the bounce pass from Embiid. Check out this play from Drew Holiday. Quick hezzy on the catch and a beautiful jelly fan finish with the left hand. In the opening minutes, Sudan had nothing going offensively. Down 8, they finally get a bucket. Former African League MVP Nouni Omot shakes Drew and creates just enough separation to rise up and hit a jumper from the elbow. South Sudan finally on the board, and you can see how much they want this. Out in transition, former NBL Rookie of the Year Bull Kul goes flying into the crowd to keep the possession alive, but the missed South Sudan 3 ends in an emphatic tomahawk throwdown from LeBron James. 10-2 lead for USA, and right now they're looking comfortable, but something changed coming out of the timeout. South Sudan started attacking Joel Embiid. Following a tip-in from Joel, former Laker Wenyen Gabriel notices Joel lazily sagging off him, so he pulls up at the top of the key and drains the first free of the game for South Sudan. And then again, some screening and ball movement from South Sudan, looking for Gabriel, and once again Joel Embiid is sleeping, doesn't react quick enough to close out, and Gabriel makes it back-to-back threes from the same spot. Embiid, trying to get his lick back, faces up and tries to attack Gabriel inside, and is called for an offensive foul. Wenyen Gabriel has Joel Embiid rattled, and suddenly South Sudan have a wave of momentum. Quick question, does anybody remember the viral KD impersonator from Summer League a few years ago? That's him right there, Marial Sheok. And for anybody who was disappointed to not see KD in this game, you basically did, because Shyok was a bucket all night. He led all scorers in this game, and his first points came right here. Once again, whoever offense on Embiid, Shyok identifies the mismatch, retreats to the perimeter and lets it fly. 3 consecutive free balls for the Sudanese. Speaking of free balls, it was only a matter of time. LeBron dribble handoff to Curry, who curls round from the corner, and that's a layup for the world's greatest shooter. But Sudan want a shootout. Sheok jacks up a 3 early in the shot clock, missed, but the poor box out from LeBron allows the offensive rebound, and then Wenyen Gabriel gets up and stuffs it through with 2 hands. Halfway through the first, and Sudan are holding their own. Team USA turned to their second lineup, and right away, huge play from NBL champion Mahon Deng, who had to use every inch of that long wingspan to finish around AD. Through contact and one, the game is tied at 16 each. Tatum fires a 3, misses, and look how slow USA are to get back on defense. SSD capitalize, and former Hornet JT4 rewards the big man for running the floor, assisting a 2-handed dunk. Cayman Malwatch is 17 years old and committed to Duke, giving Team USA work. Don't be surprised if he's a top 3 pick in the coming years. One thing South Sudan did struggle with in this game was running the offense when Carlik Jones went to the bench. This play is absolutely chaos. AD after a few tries ends up with the ball and sends it to Bam for a transition dunk. South Sudan reply right back. Jackson McCoy dribble handoff with Malwatch, gets Halliburton off his hip and floats it up and in with the left hand. And then again McCoy gets an assist the next play, finding Peter Jock on the left wing, who fires from NBA range and scores. SSD up 5. McCoy running the point, guarded by Edwards full court, gets his pocket picked, and Ant takes full advantage and scores. Game tied at 24, 30 seconds left in the first, and Deng gets Adebayo off his feet and finishes off the glass despite being contested by both Ant and Halliburton. Great play. Final possession of the quarter, Ant-Man draining clock. You know what's coming next. Step back 3, brick, AD puts it back after the buzzer, but the quarter ends and South Sudan shockingly lead Team USA 26-24 end of the first. USA started off comfortable, they were the better team, but had some trouble in the second half of the first quarter with SSD's length and versatility, who were able to get stops and score efficiently offensively. They made 10 of 19 field goal attempts and hit 4 of 9 3-pointers. But going into the second quarter though, everybody expected Team USA to get it together and take control of the game. But the complete opposite happened. First play of the second, Carlik Jones tries to take AD off the dribble, quickly realises that isn't a switch you want to take advantage of, kicks out to Sheok aka Mini KD, who knocks one down in Ant-Man's face. Carlik Jones, former G League MVP, one-on-one with the bigger Bam, rises up from the elbow and knocks down his first jumper of the game. And South Sudan again. Carlik screens off the ball to free up Omit, who punishes Edwards for hanging in the drop and hits a free ball. The lazy closeouts and effort defensively from Embiid and Edwards has cost the USA early in this game. Look at Carlik Jones, blows by Halliburton, who gambles on the reach and scores over AD in the lane, who did everything to block the shot. USA have gone ice cold from the field, shooting 1 of 10 from the perimeter and scored just 4 points in the opening 3 minutes of the second. Steve Kerr put the starters back in the game, but South Sudan have them in jail. This time Devin Booker, careless with the ball, allows 4 to knock it loose. Jones, quickest to react, quickly dishes it to Sheok, who lays it in, and USA trail by 12. And there he is again. Carlik Jones, one-on-one with Devin Booker, goes between the legs, attacks left and off balance is able to kiss it in off the glass over 2 defenders and the foul. Jones hits the free throw and South Sudan lead by 15. USA get some points back on the board through some Embiid free throws and a foul line jumper, but the 17-year-old Dookie isn't scared of the MVP and answers right back with a jumper of his own. Carlik Jones on this play gets to ISO Steph Curry one-on-one from the right wing. That's easy money. Booker doubles on the drive down low, but Jones sees LeBron sleeping on his man and picks out Deng on a cut to the rim. Sheok up against Devin Booker is dog food. Mini KD puts the moves on him, half spin out of the post and then makes a ridiculous high arcing shot. The shot making from South Sudan in this game was ridiculous. Curry makes the extra pass here to LeBron, who gets 2 back on the baseline drive. And then Booker anticipates the handoff well, gives it up to Drew on the fast break for an easy 2. An important timeout for South Sudan. With just a few minutes left to go in the half, there's more than enough time for USA to make up ground. SSD want to maintain their lead going into halftime. How will they respond to this USA run? This is how. Jones driving kick to Sheok coming up from the corner and he knocks down the trifecta. Bit more urgency from USA, now down 14. LeBron hands to Curry, who resets with Davis and picks out a cutting Edwards for a high flying dunk. Another mismatch for Carlik Jones. He knows LeBron is older, slower, so he takes the old man to the park, stalls on the drive and goes again with speed. LeBron can't get up high enough to swat it, and it's another 2 for Carlik Jones. USA had no answer for him in the second, 9 points in the quarter for him. And it doesn't stop. This time Greensboro Swarm legend JT4 takes the bump from Davis and nails a jumper. Curry throws up another brick for USA. Braun offensive rebound just carelessly throws it out of bounds. USA are shook. The 42-point underdog leads by 18 points. LeBron back at the line gets 2 to end the quarter. He leads USA in scoring with 12 points. But the first half was all about those two. Marial Sheok with a game-high 14 points at the half, and Carlik Jones is on early triple-double watch too. South Sudan were red hot from the field, shooting 62% and made 7 of 14 3-pointers. USA struggled with the free ball, going 1 for 12. That's inexcusable with the talent they have on the floor. Although they're down big going into the second half, we all expected USA to get the finger out and make a statement, but they'd given themselves a big mountain to climb and it wasn't going to be easy. USA start the third with some easy second chance points through tip-ins and get stops with the secondary lineup, and then Jason Tatum gets physical in the paint and is able to score through contact and the foul. JT converts at the line, and within 90 seconds, USA have started chipping into South Sudan's lead that's been brought back to within single digits. South Sudan needs some momentum and they got it. After several scoreless possessions, Sheok fires and misses, but Omit comes flying out of nowhere and slams the putback down on AD's dome. Davis didn't like that and got his lick right back. Omit gets Bam to bite on the up and under, but AD cleans up and swats his stuff into the crowd. Steve Kerr really needs to reconsider his lineups, cause Joel Embiid isn't giving you that rim protection. Some poor communication defensively from South Sudan here. Two defenders follow a slipping Bam, leaving Anthony Edwards wide open in the corner, and finally, for the first time since the first quarter, Team USA hit a free ball, and it's an 8-point game. AD is playing his heart out on both ends, goes to work in the post, spins twice and off balance, scores over two defenders in the paint. It's a 6-point game, USA are within striking distance. Bam cuts it to 4 at the line. South Sudan, who were so hot to start the game, are going through a rough stretch. Jones finds Malwatch in the corner and the future Blue Devil drills it. Massive shot for South Sudan when they really needed it. And then again they turn defense into offense. Tatum drives into trouble. 4 to Jones to Sheok for 3 and it's good. And they're back up comfortably at the halfway mark in the third. Another stop for South Sudan. Jones misses the floater in the lane but out-hustles LeBron. 4 kicks out to Sheok at the top of the key and Mini KD makes it 3. South Sudan back up 11 and you can see they're really starting to believe that they can pull off a miracle. USA in a hurry. Embiid hands it back to LeBron, sets a mean screen, giving LeBron time to line it up and get those 3 points right back. And a relief for them to start seeing the free ball falling. LeBron taking matters into his own hands now, sets up like he's about to turn the corner, but instead waits that extra second and unleashes a sizzling no-look bounce pass to Drew Holiday cutting across the baseline. Vintage LBJ. But South Sudan won't back down. JT foresees a gap behind the defense and takes Embiid off the drive to the paint, gets to the basket and the foul. The frontcourt pairing of LeBron and Embiid just doesn't work defensively. There's no rim protection and effort whatsoever. Steve Kerr needs to make an adjustment and get one of Bam or AD in there alongside them. Otherwise they could be in real trouble when facing bigger teams like France in the Olympics. A beautiful sight to see right here. Curry gives it off to LeBron, curls from one wing to the other, sprinting off the ball. 2 solid down screens from Drew and Embiid give him the space he needs, and Curry does the rest. Drew Holiday over these next few minutes shows why he's considered the NBA's best guard defender. Watch him pick his man up full court, deflect the pass into the air and not only save the loose ball, but find LeBron who goes the other way with a full head of steam and throws it down. And he's fouled. And LeBron's really feeling himself now. 5-point game, Drew Holiday all over JT4 from 94 feet to the baseline, forces the turnover as 4 steps out of bounds, and none of the SSD players look comfortable handing the ball. Drew continues to assert himself in this game, this time offensively hits one from the mid-range, and just like that, the game is back within 3 points. South Sudan have gone cold. No game plan, no strategy, just chucking up anything and hoping it sticks. And then finally, LeBron finds Devin Booker, who despite having a quiet night, hits the biggest shot yet for Team USA, tying the game at 77 each. A minute remains in the quarter. Team USA on fire, get another stop defensively. Massive play right here, inbound out of bounds, 30 seconds left in the third. Poor pass from LeBron is deflected. 4 races to the loose ball, is beaten by Curry, who pulls up from the parking lot, and it's good. Team USA take the lead for the first time since the opening quarter. South Sudan, who held the lead for 23 minutes, are collapsing in real time. Final play of the quarter, LeBron on the fast break dumps off to Embiid close to the basket, and with seconds left on the clock he scores. USA's 16-0 run outscores Sudan by 19 points in the third. An incredible comeback. and heartbreaking for South Sudan, who some way somehow need to pick themselves back up and fight again in the fourth quarter. First points of the fourth go USA's way. LeBron running the point sees Joel has a mismatch down low, and Embiid has no issue scoring over the significantly smaller Jones. USA now up 7. Jones with 9 assists makes it 10 as Jock hits a massive 3. Their first points in over 4 minutes of game time. Carleague Jones, isolation from the right corner with Joel, takes him off the dribble, gets the shot up, misses, but Gabriel tips it in over the back of Holiday. And just when they needed a bit of luck, they got it. Out of ideas offensively, Wenyan Gabriel punishes Joel from camping in the drop and banks it in off the glass. It's a 1-point game. Not for long though, because LeBron casually answers right back from the same spot. He's taking control of this game, brings the ball up the court, drives left to the goal and scores. 5 quick points for the King, and South Sudan need a timeout. South Sudan turn to the dribble handoff, Gabriel to Jones, who goes by AD straight to the cup and finishes. And those points right there marked a historic triple-double for Carleague Jones. He was 1 rebound shy of the first triple-double in World Cup history last summer, but he's finally got one, and this time it's against USA. South Sudan again, dribble handoff with Gabriel, this time Peter Jock from the mid-range scores. And South Sudan are hanging in there. They've found their groove again offensively and it's a 3-point game. SSD come up with the stop, hustling hard. Handoff again, Jones takes Edwards into the paint, gets his body in front of Edwards and uses the bump to his advantage to lay it in with the left hand. 1-point game with just over 5 minutes to go. Derek White pick and roll with Davis, lobs it up and AD throws it down. That's 13 points for him, hooping on both sides of the floor. This time Jason Tatum, with 3 bodies around him, goes inside, switches hands and lays it in beautifully to put Team USA up 5. Carleague Jones top of the key with Tatum. He's at a height and length disadvantage, but still, Jones finds a way inside and the help defense from Bam isn't enough to alter the shot and the high finish rolls into the hoop. USA inbound under the basket and South Sudan sleeping on JT. Great find from Derek White. Big stop for USA defensively. Just over 3 to go. Derek White cuts and unselfishly dumps off to AD, who scores and the foul. USA go up 7 and you would think that would be the dagger. But if you think this game is over, you're wrong. Under 2 minutes to go now. USA can go up 10. Curry behind the back to Ant. Bounce pass to a cutting Derek White. Meets Gabriel at the rim, who vertically contests and gets a piece of the shot without fouling. Jones the other way finds Sheok, who steps into a transition 3 and makes it. Mini KD keeping South Sudan alive. And with 90 seconds to go, it's a 4-point game. Marial Sheok has 6 3-pointers. Derek White looking for Curry, finds him. Bodies hit the floor. The greatest shooter ever is wide open to seal the game. No! Curry bricks. South Sudan come the other way. Carleague Jones with LeBron shakes. Mid-range jumper offline. Big offensive rebound. They swing the ball and find Thor top of the key for free. He misses, but it's another board for South Sudan and it falls to the right man as Sheok floats it up from the elbow and scores. We've got a 2-point game with under a minute to go. South Sudan need a stop. Derek White pick and roll with AD, lobs it up and Davis misses the dunk from point blank range. 30 seconds to go, 1 possession game. JT4 in transition drives to the corner, steps back and hits. JT4, the Charlotte Hornets bench warmer, hits a massive 3 in LeBron's face to take the lead. And South Sudan are 20 seconds away from a historic upset. Unbelievable scenes in London. All South Sudan need is 1 stop to pull off the biggest win in nation's history. Who's gonna take the final shot for USA? There's only 1 man for the job and it's LeBron James. Picked up by 4, LeBron pauses, drives left, 4 does everything to stay in front of him, but LeBron is too quick, beats him to the rim and scores. LeBron James in the clutch gives USA the lead with 8 seconds to go. 21 points on 8 of 12 shooting from LeBron. Who said LBJ ain't clutch? But this game isn't over yet. 8 seconds remain and any basket will win it for South Sudan. They go to Carleague Jones. Drew Holiday picks him up. Jones manages to get by him and into the lane. Jones floater for the win. Gets it up over AD. Off the glass. Misses. 2 South Sudan bodies for the putback and miss. But Gabriel gets the rebound. Puts up 1 last shot for history. 3 bodies surround him and no foul is called. The game is over. Team USA survive a humiliating loss after coming back and then bottling a lead in the final moments. They see it out and win by a singular 1 point, 101 to 100. Heartbreaking for South Sudan, who battled all night long. They deserve to win this game. Nobody gave them a chance, but they earned their respect despite the loss. What a performance from them as a team, and especially those three guys, Carlik Jones, Marial Sheok and JT4. But it wasn't enough to beat USA, and particularly LeBron James, who with the game-winning shot reminded everyone in this game that at nearly 40 years old, he is still the guy for USA basketball. If you guys want to see breakdowns and recaps for USA and other countries' games at the Olympics, subscribe to the channel, like the video, we're about to go crazy, and if you enjoyed this video, click the big box in the middle of your screen. I'm sure you'll enjoy that video too. Share your thoughts and feedback down below in the comments, and on that note, it's DKM signing out. Until next time, and peace.